Hello, my name is Luis Fernando Carrasquillo. I'm a medical professional and I love history. And I talk about problems that has been going on in the world and in this nation. Right now, I want to talk to you about something that has been around for years. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and I gather certain information, so now I can do this video. Perhaps some videos, or perhaps everything that I'm gonna say, it will be a little bit of people will get mad or people get offended about it. The truth is the truth, and that's my opinion. And this is not a hate speech, but in my point of view, it is what it is. And here we go. United States of America is a newborn for the modern era. We thriving for many years, but in this moment, in this century, we are getting invaded silently, not by force, but silently. The enemy of this nation is already cooking in our kitchen, and they're cooking their ways to conquer us. It's something that we need to think about. It has been happening for years, but it's been increased by the last government that happens here. Right now, in this government, they are not getting into it, but I'm pretty sure when the S hit the fan, it will wake up. I want all people from United States citizens to wake up. All this violence that we see in every day, all this violence, all these shootings, these indoctrinations or things comes from something that I call it religion. Why religion? If we go to the past, religion was part of every war, every argument, every politics, from the golden era to medieval times, to the contemporary era, and to the modern era, and the future era that we are right now. Why did I say that we are getting invaded? It's because there is a religion that silently is opposing their ways to us. My question to you is, are Christians tolerant? Because I believe that we are tolerant. We tolerate everything. We are tolerant to our enemies. We are tolerant to our friends. We are tolerant to other religions. We are tolerant to other ideas. Yeah, we got our arguments, but lately we're getting in a way that it's kind of wrong. But getting back to what I'm going to say is that I'm sorry to say, but Islam needs to be banned from the United States. People will get mad. People that, not all Muslims are evil. I'm not saying that. But there's certain Muslims in this nation that they are indoctrinating, and they are telling, and they are preaching to destroy the West. Why, Louis? Why you say that? Well, look Europe right now. How is Europe is being invaded by these Muslims for years? And all the problems that they got about this invasion over overpopulated, people coming in like crazy. My question is, why, when they go to these places, they are not old people. There is no women, no children, just youth people, like 15 to 30. Young people that they can go to the military or being in college or have an education in their countries. Why is this always a masses that comes from the frontiers and it comes from our borders, and every other borders, they are young people? Why? That's a question that you guys needs to ask. Why Islam needs to be banned from this country? It's because we are tolerant to it. We welcome them here. They buy houses, they buy properties, and they build these mosques, and they start their own living in here peacefully. But I seen some imams that they are preaching how to destroy the Constitution of the United States, how to bend this nation into their knees for them to control. Why did I say that? Well, because Islam, when it's low or small people, a small group of people, yeah, they're peaceful until they get power, until they get numbers, until they get into power, like right now. We got people in power that are Islamist. Omar Haimar, for example. The guy from Michigan that wants to be a mayor. A mayor that is in Michigan already. In Dimbor, or whatever it is. Look what he says to the Christian person about put a street Hezbollah. I'm sorry, Hezbollah for me and for every single American, it's a name for a terrorist organization. Why you want to name that street Hezbollah? Why you want to do that? Instead of an American name or another name. Why you want to do that? And then you tell an American citizen that he's not welcome in his own country? Are you out of your mind? Those are the things that we need to think about. We got this girl, this Congress girl, that talk about Charlie Kirk in ways that you can't imagine. That's not a Congress person have to talk about a person that he got shot in front of his family. No matter what's your political issue, no matter if you got issue with him, it doesn't matter. You don't tell that to a citizen of the United States. Now you see my point? My point is, these people are trying to conquer us, and we are tolerant about it. I said no more. The tolerance have to have a limit. If you Islamic people wants to preach that you need to destroy this nation, you need to back up and get out. We are not gonna accept that. I am not gonna bow to you. Ever. Not even my lineage, not even my last name will bow to Islam. Ever. And I hope that people wake up. All these problems that we got right now is not political. Think about it. It's more religious. They are indoctrinating these people in college. They are telling them that communism and socialism is great. Really? Is that working so far? What country work on that kind of a situation. You guys are in the future. You got computers, you got phones. Search Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, Lebanon, Iran, before and after Islam took over. You will realize how bad Islam is. Islam is a religion. No. Islam, yeah, it practices a religion, but it practices as a government and as a punishment as well. Try Sharia law. Where does that come from? We need to wake up. Christians need to wake up and put a stop to this invasion. They already took Europe. Canada is almost in there. Who do you think will be next? I'm sorry, but tolerance needs to have a limit. Needs to have a limit. We can be tolerant, but we need to put boundaries to these people. If you're going to preach something like this, you need to pack up and get out. We don't want you here. That kind of preaching is not acceptable. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it this way. Can a Christian go to a Muslim land and tell the Muslims that they need to convert to Islam, to Christianity? Sorry? No. You know what happened to that person who got killed? Not in prison, killed. Are we doing that? Are we forcing people to convert to Christianity? Maybe in the medieval times we did, but not now. This nation is free to practice your religion, any religion, but practices peacefully, by the law, for the law of the land of the people, not by your own means and your own agendas. That's not happening. Believe it or not, if these Islamic people keep doing what they're doing, they're gonna wake up a long time giant they will not gonna like. I want the FBI and the CIA and the government, if you guys are seeing this video, to watch these videos and watch them closely. They don't let nobody else to go to their prayers. They don't let nobody, they don't have an open doors for anybody. Why they preach and close the doors? Why they don't accept only Muslims in their religion? If we want to talk about race, let's talk about it. Did you know that Muslims don't like black people? No, they don't. So for all these people, they chant, free Palestine, blah, 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 blah. Look it up. He says no, because Muhammad doesn't see them as a Muslim. They see them as slaves, as a secondary or third citizen. So what will happen if they conquer us? What will happen to the black community? Think about it. What will happen? Especially Latinos, that we are black as well. We got black blood in ourselves. Some white folks in this nation that got black in their bloodline too. Like I said, I'm not going to bow down to this ethics of religion ever happen. It's been a long time I've been thinking about it. It's been a long time that I've been gathering this information, and I needed to do a video about it. Guys, we need to learn from the past. And we need to put boundaries to these people. Because they don't coexist with us in their nation. Why they gotta come in here and we need to accommodate them in their situation, and then they take over, and then what? You see how this is going in? You see what I'm talking about? Because they don't believe in Christianity over there. The Christians over there, they're getting killed. They're getting persecuted. Do you see any Christian persecuting any Islamists? Anywhere? No. But they do to us in there. They do to their kind in there. As Lebanon, as Syria, as Afghanistan, as Iraq, as Egypt. Oh, and for those people that they are integrated in the LGBTQ, whatever password it is, guess what, buddies? You are not accepted in that religion. They kill you, hang you, or throw you to the tallest tree or the tallest building, because they don't accept that. Oh, but you know who accept you? Israel. That's the bitch. Keep chanting, free Palestine, free Palestine. Keep being dragged to that Kool-Aid. You guys drink that Kool-Aid so bad that you don't think about what's going on. I didn't open my eyes, but I gather so much information, and I read so many books and so many stories to tell this in a video. We need to have boundaries with these people. I'm sorry, but I will not accept Islam in my life, ever. I'm not a Christian. I was a Catholic. I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Christian anymore. For some, that happens. But I feared God. Yes, he does, like everybody else. But I'm still Christian. No matter if I don't practice it or not, I'm still Christian. And believe me, I will protect my family from our enemies. You think that we are their friends? No. No. We are not the friends. But we tolerate them. Did they tolerate you? Ask yourself that. Did they tolerate you? The answer is no. They don't tolerate you at all. And I am not Islamophobic. I don't have a phobia about Islam, but I do not like it because of the way they do things. It's an ideology that is evil. Have a good night.